creating either a component list or a managed list, and you have multiple records from the same attribute, you now have the option to load all of that criteria at one point in time. So previously, if say I was selecting 10 different postal codes, I would need to go in and select those 10 different postal codes and individually enter each one of them. Now I have the option to click on this select multiple records, which is a new field. It's going to open a new screen, and it's going to give me the opportunity to either cut and paste into this text field in a specific format the postal codes that I want and the operand that I want, or I can do it from a file that's in a comma separated value. So regardless of what you're doing, pay attention up here to what's listed as the values that are expected for that attribute that you are selecting. So in this case, it's looking for the postal codes in the first column, comma, the operand. And in this case, the operand is either true or false. Okay, I'm going to make them all true, and I'm going to have 9 different postal codes. I already have a file created in a .csv format that has those 2 columns. So I can open that up and show you here. In this case, first column is the postal codes that I'm looking for, having included in my criteria, and I want them all to be true as the operand. Okay, so either I could post this to, like, say, Notepad and copy and paste that into this text field here, or I can import that file. So I'm going to go ahead and import that file. I'm going to close this file out so it's available. So I'm going to go ahead and import this in. Found my file, double click, and it drops it right in. Now, like I mentioned, some of them may be looking for the specific attribute name in this the first column. The second column may be something like an equal to or a greater than, comma. The third column may be the actual value of that attribute that you're looking for. So again, pay attention to what it's looking for depending on what code you have or what attribute you have selected over here in the criteria. Now that I have this loaded, I'm going to go ahead here and click validate and save. If they are all validated, it will go straight to back here and give me the count on the original screen. If some are invalid, it will give me a count in green of how many are valid and a count in red of how many are invalid. And I can click on those counts to see which ones are valid or invalid. In this case, it did not give me those counts because everything was valid and had some records associated with them. You can see here, I have a total of 14 people that fall into one of those 9 different postal codes that I'm looking for. So basically in one clean swoop, I have now added all of those 9 postal codes criteria into my list. If I have other criteria, I can go ahead and add those in and do what I need to do. In this case, I have completed what my task was for meeting the criteria for this list. I can go ahead and save it. And I am done for creating this list.